here to help you with breeze, planting seeds and teaching skills. Teachers turn schoolyards to dreams. Who hates school gardens with ease?
Discover your gardening teacher type. Welcome to School Gardens with Ease podcast. I'm your host, Leila Mireskandari, and this is episode number 54. Today, I want to talk to you about something that just might change the way you approach your school garden project. Whether you're just dreaming of one, knee-deep in the weeds, or already growing with your students, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what kind of garden teacher you are? Now, I don't mean your gardening personality like herbalist or veggie queen. No, I mean, what's your relationship to the garden as a teacher? Because after working with hundreds of teachers in well over a decade, I've noticed something really important. Every teacher fits into one of a few types when it comes to their approach to growing a school garden. And each type comes with its own strengths and its own challenges, and each need different types of support. The problem is that most teachers don't know their type, and when we don't know our type, we can either waste time trying to do things the hard way, burn ourselves out, taking on too much, or hold ourselves back even because we think we're not ready. And we start to believe myths like, I need a big budget, or I can do this without volunteers, or I have no time, or I need to wait until the school gets on board, yada, yada. But the truth is, no matter what your garden type is, you don't need any of that. You just need to understand where you are right now and what's the most efficient, supportive, and realistic next step based on that. So to help with this, I created a simple, fun, and actually pretty insightful quiz. It's called Discover Your School Garden Teacher Type. It takes about 2 minutes to complete, and at the end, you'll get matched to one of the 4 types. Type number 1 is, I call you the curious starter. You're dreaming of a garden, you're curious, you want to do this, but don't know where to begin. You're still figuring out how this could fit into your curriculum or classroom. You don't need overwhelm, you need clarity. If this is you, I want you to know you're not behind, you don't need a green thumb or a school-wide committee. All you need is the right first step. Type 2 is when I call you the overwhelmed hustler. Oh, I know you. You've got your hands in a million things. Garden club, composting, hydroponics, green walls, maybe even a beehive. And even if you might not have all these projects actually going on, they're all a dream in your head and you would love to have them. And you're running on passion and fumes. And while you may be admired as a superhero, you know that behind the scenes, it's messy. You're craving structure. You want a system that lets you breathe and lets the garden grow without you having to hold it up on your back. Type number 3, I call you the independent grower. You've started, you've got a garden going, maybe it's even been a few years, you've tried different things, made some progress, hit some walls, maybe even had a season where nothing grew, but you actually focused on one project, your school garden, and you had some progress. You're ready to stop improvising and get strategic. You're not a beginner anymore, but you also know you could be getting way more out of this garden, both for yourself and your student. And type 4, the curriculum-driven cultivator. Your garden is alive. It's tied to your teaching. It's showing up in your students' learning. And you're asking, what's next? How do I expand this? Bring other teachers in, scale it to the whole school, etc., etc. You're ready for advanced support. You want leadership tools, school-wide buy-in, and the kind of system that lets you scale without burning out. So, which one are you? Here's why this matters. Each type needs a different kind of support, different tools, different timelines, different strategies for success. But if you don't know where you are, you're going to waste energy and possibly give up when what you really needed was a tailored roadmap that met you where you were. I created this quiz to give you exactly that. And the best part, it's not just here's your label goodbye type of quiz. As this quiz doesn't just tell you where you are, it also gives me a better understanding of what you need, which helps me help you. I have all kinds of free paid resources and material, but not all of them are helpful to you depending on your type. And some select ones are an exact match to what you need right now, right this minute. My experience tells me that you might not know what you need, or you might be mistaken about what you need, or you might not know solutions that are the solutions to your problems actually exist at all, and you might think that you need to do things the hard way. As Ford once said, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have asked for faster horses because they didn't know automobiles were even a possibility. And at the same time, you could be reinventing the wheel if you didn't get the right advice that fits your type at that right time. So this quiz will tell me your garden type and gives me a pretty good idea on how I can help you. You'll get a customized action step based on your quiz result. For example, if you're a curious starter, you won't need my Oasis school program, for example. And my free guides, some of them are not a fit for you, like the one for pitching your school garden idea, or the one for, guide to school gardens with almost no summer maintenance. That's too advanced for you. While those guides and resources are perfect for someone with a different type, you'll get the most benefit from my list of seeds, or the guide to starting seeds indoors, etc., etc. If you're a hustler, you should get access to my school gardens with almost no summer maintenance class, to help you breathe again. And if you're a curriculum cultivator, for example, you'll probably need a one-on-one coaching session with me. So here's what I want you to do. Head over to kidsgrowingcity.ca/quiz, or the link is also in the show notes. Take the quiz. It takes 2 minutes, no stress, no pressure, just a fun, clear way to learn about yourself and what your next move could be to create or sustain or even expand a thriving school garden without overwhelm. Because when we stop trying to be everything to everyone and instead focus on what we need as educators, that's when school gardens start to feel easy, joyful, and impactful because they fit our type. Make sure at the end of the quiz, you subscribe to my email list so that I can send you the quiz results as well as, my advice and all of that. Because based on email laws, I cannot send you anything unless you give me permission. So make sure you give me permission at the end of the quiz. So again, the link is kidsgrowingcity.ca/quiz. Go take it now. And once you do, send me a message on Instagram or LinkedIn and let me know your type. I'd love to hear from you. This is, I think, the best time to do this, as it's summer, it's time to rest, to reflect, and slowly start to think about planning the future year. I'll talk to you next week in another episode. You've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And please share this episode with other teachers who might be interested in this topic. See you next week for a new episode.